to start the evening. You saw Jim Craig, one of the heroes of the 1980 U.S. Olympic team, a special guest for this contest, and Ryan Miller will start in goal for the Sabres as we have a look at the numbers on our starting netminders sheet.
Yeah, imagine that. A 1.61 average and a 950 save percentage. That's right where he left off pretty much. Matthew Garon, tremendous numbers for the Lightning as you see his record 1-1-1 at 1.93. There you see Lindy Ruff, who has been behind the bench for the Sabres for 14 years starting now, and then Guy Boucher starting his second year with the Lightning.
Officials for tonight's game, like Hassan Franz, Dan O'Rourke are the referees. That was Hassan Franz who's handling the opening face-off. Derek Amell, Darren Gibbs, the linesman, as the puck is sent down the ice. And the Sabres managed to touch it first, avoiding an icing call. It's Christian Ehrhoff at the point for Buffalo, wanting shooting. It is blocked in front. Rebound comes out to Nathan Gerbe, the little 5'6" winger. Going to slip away from the Lightning. Play it back to Jordan Leopold. Knocked down by Matt Gilroy. He opens on defense with Marc-Andre Bergeron behind Brett Conley, Vinny Lecavalier, and Marty St. Louis. Here's Gerbe with a backhand and a save by Garon. Conley with it. From center, he'll slot it in. Great to present this game in high definition thanks to our friends from H.H. Gregg. Conley with Gaustad on him. Puck taken by St. Louis in front for Lecavalier, stretching out. Ehrhoff blocked the pass. The Lightning able to bat it on goal, and Miller gets the whistle.
Well, we've seen a couple of pretty good forays into each other's end. Gerbe got a good, nice backhand. This one here really looked like the Lightning were going to get a nice chance, but watch how Ehrhoff just comes in. Here he comes right there, just deflects that pass away, or else it was going to be all alone. Vinny Lecavalier on Miller.
Luke Adam, the 21-year-old centerman, tossed out of this draw against Nate Thompson. And it will be the captain, Jason Baumanville, to take the face-off for Buffalo. Tom Pyatt trying to get to it. Loose puck behind the net. Thompson there. Adam Hall helps out. Slides it across. Here's Hedman in for the point. Victor shooting, and it's deflected wide. Picked up by the dangerous Thomas Vanek. 6 goals to start the season for him. One off the pace set by James Neal of the Penguins. And back at center, Tyler Myers has to recover that puck. Phil Kessel also with 7 goals for the Leafs. A strong start for him. And Vanek right behind those two. Eric Brewer with a puck. Flips it off the glass. Ryan Malone trying to get to it. In a foot race with Tyler Myers, the big 6'8" defenseman. Luke Adam comes by for the puck. Pominville. Sabres want to change. Didn't get it deep. Brett Clark turns things around. The line we talked about in the open is on the ice. Clark with a shot, and it's deflected just wide by Andre Sekera. Steven Stamkos, Teddy Purcell working with Malone, and Malone holds it in. Lobbing it into Purcell, who had 2 assists the other night. Sekera double team. Marc-Andre Grignani, number 17, the other defenseman on this crew for Buffalo. That shot by Drew Stafford is played away by Garon, a Sabre player in the net, and Garon covers the puck. Tyler Ennis ended up in the net, and he's a little shaken up.
There's a big back check there. The good rush by the Sabres. We saw how easily they come out. They do a nice crisp pass. There's a quick shot there. They've tested Garon on the first 3 shots, all on the short side. I don't know if that's by plan or just that's the only way it presented itself, but 3 times they've shot the puck at the goaltender. 3 times it's been all on the short side.
Well, it looked like when Ennis went into the net, he kind of jammed his left leg into the post. He's being attended to with the Sabre bench. Lightning win the face-off. Bergeron on the wing for Steve Downey. Ehrhoff has it back. On the big free agent contract in the offseason. His rights actually acquired by Buffalo from the New York Islanders, who were unable to sign him. Cody McCormick centered the goal for Buffalo. Brad Boyes throws it in the goal mouth, knocked down. Dominic Moore trying to come up with it. Boyes checked in there by Bergeron. Boyes still with it. Billy Lano, a free agent acquisition. He was with the Flyers last year. Rounds out this unit for the Sabres. Downey peeling back to help out with Blair Jones and Dominic Moore. Gilroy Couldn't get it by Ehrhoff. He'll get another chance. Flips it ahead. Here's Downey. Leopold back defensively. Drop pass for Jones. Slipping it through more. Shooting, and it's tipped right through the goal mouth by Ehrhoff. Billy Leno back to center. He'll dump it in.
Another thing that we have seen teams when the Lightning struggle out of their own end is that the defense stays in on the offensive line a lot.
Conley with a shot, a save by Miller. As Brett Conley, plenty of speed coming down that right side. Encounters Gaustad, moving it to LeCavalier out in front. It's by Marty St. Louis right through the blue. And Patrick Coletta and the Sabres bring it to center. Brett Clark. With Coletta as well as Gaustad and Pavel Kabina all piling in behind the net. Shots 4-2 Buffalo. No score as we near the 4-minute mark.
I don't see how this has the game speeded up, but you know why?
And the Lightning end up with it, and out comes Marty St. Louis. Conley will push it in. They'll peel back at a change. Robin Regeer acquired in a trade with Calgary in the offseason. Adam trying to step inside on Brewer, could not. Thompson has it for the Lightning. Puck slipped away from Pyatt. Sekera as a turning Pominville tips that puck to center. Adam Hall controls it. He'll dump it in the Buffalo zone. Grignani back. 4 years in the American League for this youngster. He ended up leading Buffalo in scoring in the playoffs. 7 points in 7 games. Sekera from center keeps it away from Matthew Guerin. Stamkos going to tap it ahead for Pyatt, and it's taken back at center by Leopold. Thomas Vanek curls back. Going to step away from Stamkos. Fires it by Stafford. Victor Hedman on the scene. Stafford right there to check him. Brewer reaching for the puck. Derek Roy's involved. Ehrhoff reaching for that puck, was able to get it back down the boards. Brewer takes the hit from Stafford. Had his stick tied up, got it free. Ehrhoff holding it in, wristing it in front. It's off Hedman's leg and wide. Purcell had it taken away now. Leno trying to make his move to the net. Roy with it, shooting, blockered away by Guerin. Ryan Malone off the glass, over the head of Ehrhoff. Leopold with a bouncing puck, managed to keep it away from Stamkos. Billy Leno through center. He's got Stafford with him. Played well by Kabina. Stafford, 31 goals last year. Got an improvement. Committing to more of a physical training regimen to get ready for that year last year. He had only 14 the year before.
And he was out for a lot of last year with injuries.
Shot by Purcell, handled by Miller. He'll hold play just past the 6-minute mark. No score here at the St. Pete Times.
The personification of toughness, Tampa Bay's Ryan Malone. Congratulations tonight. Bugsy, as he's known to his teammates, skates in his 500th career game in the National Hockey League. Couple other impressive streaks on either side of the ice tonight, both rather comparable. For Malone's teammate, here is Marty St. Louis. You see his number, his 480th consecutive game. Meanwhile, for Brad Boyes, a Buffalo Wrecking Chief, his 499 in a row, but also, as coincidence would have it for Boyes, the 500th game of his tenure in the NHL.
Interesting thing, this is Boyes' 500th game tonight as well. But he has played 499 consecutively.
What happened with him was he was drafted in the first round by the Leafs, was sent to the Sharks as a puck sent in front. Backhand try, smothered by Guerin on the try by Gaustad. And now we get Downey and Coletta fighting each other. In behind the net, the gloves come off, but the linesman intervened. Boyes played 1 game with San Jose in 2003 and 4, but he was a call-up, so he obviously missed games after making his NHL debut. But after the lockout, started his time with Boston, and he hasn't missed a game since.
There you see one time when you get that puck out there, where the players aren't quite sure what a goalie's going to do. Guerin was a little slow on doing and clearing the puck, and they mishandled it, and they got a big save, a good shot from Gaustad. And you watch, they're trying to jam it away, and you see Jones pushing at Coletta. Coletta going after Bergeron. That's when Downey got in and got a hold of Coletta to get him out of the way. It looks like they're both going to end up in the penalty box.
Downey coming into this game 4th in the league with 33 penalty minutes, 4 behind the leader Brandon Dubinsky of the Rangers. Coletta gets a roughing call. And the same for Downey. So 4-on-4 hockey coming up.
The Buffalo penalty, number 36, Patrick.
6:21 the time of these coincidental minors.
The Lightning penalty to number 9, Steve Downey. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalties.
The Lightning will have LeCavalier and St. Louis, Cabina and Bergeron to force him out there. And it's Myers, Calder Trophy winner back in 2010. He was selected by Buffalo in that draft of 2008. That class headed, of course, by Steven Stamkos. He's paired with Regier. And it's Pominville and Roy up front.
Well, clearing him with the veteran Regier, that's really just going to help his maturation into a top defenseman. He's all pretty good now, but now he doesn't have to be the guy. Got 2 guys back there along with Ehrhoff. They're pretty good.
Eric Brewer on shoots, and it's blocked by Roy, picked up by Regier. Myers' first year, he was paired with Tony Lubman, and then he went on to Anaheim. Here's LeCavalier to St. Louis. Feeding it back out for Hedman. Looks for an angle, fires, and it's deflected away off Sekera. Marty St. Louis with it. Trailed by Myers. Kept it alive. Roy lost it. Brewer fires. He was looking for the tip. And St. Louis reached out, just couldn't get a hold of it. Marty trying to cut in on Tyler Myers. Fires right through the goal mouth. It comes out to Brewer. Wristing it. And Sekera will take it. Lightning will look to get 2 fresh forwards on for the veterans, and Buffalo looking to do the same.
And they'd like to get their defense changed as well.
Ehrhoff. Good play by Brewer. Turns it around with Stamkos. Hedman joining him in the rush. Stamkos fires, and it's tipped over the net by Sekera. And the puck ends up out of play with 20 seconds to go on the roughing minors to Downey and Coletta. Tampa Bay fights cancer while the Lightning fight the Winnipeg Jets. It's Tampa Bay fights cancer night next Saturday, the 29th. When the Lightning host the Jets at 7 p.m. Celebrate the survivors of cancer and those who support them during the Southeast Division battle. Get your tickets now at 800-745-3000 or at Ticketmaster.com. First look at the Jets, the former Atlanta Thrashers.
Yeah, they're struggling right now getting off to a good start.
Bergeron holding it in. Trying to get that shot underway. And preventing that was Luke Adam. Matt Gilroy over for the puck. Backhands it. Caught by Lindy Ruff. Tampa Bay Lightning hockey on Sun Sports is brought to you by Patrick's, where nobody wants to know your name.
Great spot to go to after the game, even before the game. Lindy Ruff has been there. He's been there a few times along with his coaching staff.
Vanek back for Leopold. Out of the box now come Downey and Coletta. Downey stays on, at least for the moment. Stafford coming on for Coletta. Stamkos bothered by Vanek. Hedman lifts it out of play over near the benches.
I think it ended up inside the Lightning bench. They've been trying that Hail Mary pass where you just throw it up there and let the guy run under it a couple of times. But again, we point out that Buffalo will keep their defensemen in on that blue line an extra count. It's very similar to how the Bruins play.
Bergeron struggling to get to that puck. Knocked away, comes back to Boyes. Knocked free, and Blair Jones on the move with Downey on the 2-on-2. There's poke check at the line by Grignani, and it's flipped in by McCormick. Duran corrals it, now has to let it go. It's outside the trapezoid. Dominic Moore has it. Ahead for Downey. Jones speeding in after him. Protects the puck against Sekera, who shoved him to the boards. Downey takes over. Back out to Clark. Cabina looks toward the net, looking for a stick to connect with, and he sends it wide past a screen Ryan Miller. Downey circles in front, hangs onto it, has a little room now, and it's poked away by Sekera, who's been busy here in the first 10 minutes. Puck is angled off the boards down the ice. Icing will be the call against Buffalo.
Tell you what, you can see the real battles going on in front of the net. You know, we heard Stamkos in our pre-game show, Rick, talk about how they have to get in front of Miller to really cut his sight lines down so that they get a better chance of scoring on him. And they're going to that net well, but you can see that the Buffalo defense are just really trying to clear that front porch for their goaltender. There's a lot of battles going on in that area.
Lightning scratches for this game. Matias Ritola, Ryan Shannon, and Bruno Gervais. For Buffalo, Mike Weber on defense. Matt Ellis up front. Jochen Hesht trying to recover from a concussion, and it's been his absence that opened the door for the youngster Adam. Lecavalier taps the puck behind the net. St. Louis getting to it. He finds Bergeron at the point. Marc-Andre continues to lead all defensemen in the NHL with 9 points. He's got a 5-game point streak coming in. Brad Boyes had it taken away by Bergeron. Ahead for Lecavalier waiting at the line. Trailed by Conley. Sharp angle shot off the pads of Miller. Paul Gaustad, fixture on that fourth line for Buffalo. His pass intercepted with the glove by St. Louis. Played back down the ice. Miller keeps it away from Connolly. Vanek to Nathan Gerby. Gerby checked by Hedman. Gerby goes 5-6. Victor Hedman goes 6-6. Leopold out ahead for Gerby. Mishandled it. And it's fired in now by Gaustad. 9.5 to go in a scoreless first period. Shot 6-4 Buffalo as Hedman places that puck in the corner. Leopold has Purcell right on him. Squirts free to Thomas Vanek. Stamkos got a piece of that pass. Gathered in by Pominville. Adams speeds in on Hedman. Brewer helps out. Here comes Malone. Scored his 150th goal the other night to start the scoring against the Islanders. Pominville playing it out, and Vanek with it. Adam by his side. Vanek trying to make his move on Cabina, who stripped into the puck. Vanek works to get it back. Brewer had to take it away. Adam centered, but Stamkos in position defensively. Rifled off the glass down the ice, and icing waved off. Lightning are able to get a change. Raniani from center shoots it in.
It's like a chess match out there, Rick. Both teams are playing a very, very solid defensive game. Back pressure has been a key as everybody's getting back to help out their D.
Sabres have allowed only 10 goals in the season, and the Lightning finding their defensive posture in that solid 4-1 win over the Islanders on Thursday. Billy Leno couldn't step inside on Gilroy. Stafford to the point. Chopped toward the net by Regeer. Loose at the side of the goal. Roy couldn't get the shot underway as Guerin and Adam Hall pounced on him, and it's swept into the zone by Thompson. Regeer, 11 years with the Flames. Now moving on. Stafford at the line, playing at Delano, and the play's offside. 7:48 to go here in the first. Lightning and Sabres. Milestone man Ryan Malone told us this morning about what he saw improving in the Lightning's game on Thursday night.
Yeah, I mean, we got on the forecheck a lot better, and I thought our D was forced them to move the puck or turn the puck over at in the neutral zone there. We had good back pressure, so our D were staying up on them, and we were taking away their time and space of their skilled guys. And anytime you give good players lots of time and space, they're going to make plays on you. And I thought that's how we kind of lost in New York there. We gave them way too much time. They made a lot of pretty plays. We tried to take that away.
That's something we talked about. That's something the coaching staff has talked about. But what was interesting when the coaches followed up about that game last night, Rick, is the fact that they said they were really happy that it came from within. The players themselves took it on their own to make sure they changed their style.
Tyler Myers firing. It's blocked by Jones. Pass ahead for Moore. Regeer lines him up as Moore leans in, and Regeer puts him down with a big hit behind the net. Lightning saw a few of those in the Stanley Cup Finals of 2004. As Regeer was skating with Calgary, and Jordan Leopold was a teammate of his in that series. Here's Steve Downey cutting in, waiting, shooting, saved by Miller. Downey picks up the loose puck. Checked by Gerby. Former Boston College star. Jones slips away. Wrapped up by Leopold right out in front. Ehrhoff brought the puck. The Sabres move it to center. Nathan Gerby in for Ehrhoff. Got it tangled up in his skates, and Brewer swept it away.
Gerby might only be 5'5", Rick, but last game that they played in Florida, he picked up 4 shots on goal and 5 hits.
Brewer blocks that try. Leopold's shot is steered away by Jones. Vanek sends it out in front, well behind Pominville. Eased down the ice by Jones. He needs to get off in a change as Thompson pressures Christian Ehrhoff. Former Shark as well as Canuck. Adam through center has room to build up some speed. Circles back now, checks the traffic, hooks it to Sekera, wristing it into a crowd. It skims off a player in front, and Thompson gathers it in for the Lightning. Pushing it through, he's stopped by the Sabres, recovered by Adam Hall. Knocked free, Vanek deflects it through center. And Pominville preceded Vanek in the zone, offside results. 10-game Little Caesars Lightning packs are on sale now. Get tickets to 10 of the Lightning's biggest home games for as low as $179 a 10-pack. Plus, you'll get a free large hot and ready pizza from Little Caesars with any 10-pack purchase. Get your tickets now by calling 813-301-6600 or visit TampaBayLightning.com.
Well, it's such a difference when you watch how you get that back pressure that we talked about, Rick. They come out of their zone a lot easier. They might get one chance, the Buffalo, and then the Lightning get the rebound, or they disrupt it, and boy, they're going the offense already.
Icing called here against the Lightning. Well, look at Brett Conley, 3 shots among the Lightning's 5 so far. And for young Brett, it's game number 8. Chief, we're getting to decision time. He's allowed to play 9 before they decide what they want to do with his contract, or they want to keep him and run that contract, or send him back to junior.
That's a shame because his 10th game is Nashville. He doesn't get to go to Nashville if they go back.
And the Lightning and Sabres meet Tuesday night at First Niagara Arena in Buffalo, the renamed arena, home of the Sabres. Tuesday's that game, and it will be carried on Versus. And we'll have the action between the Lightning and the Predators from Nashville on Thursday night. Chief would be going to Nashville whether we had it or not. Myers to center. He'll send it off the corner glass. Roy trying to duck inside on Cabina. Through Stafford out of the corner, falls down. Roy lost the puck. LeCavalier in there. And the Sabres right on it. Puck deflects. Grignani shooting save by Garon. Bouncing puck over Stafford's stick. Boy, it's tight checking here in the first 15 minutes. Grignani saving it for Buffalo. Sekera shooting save by Garon. Covers the puck with the Sabres driving the net. That'll bring about a halt in play. No score in the first. Video game is in stores now. EA Sports NHL 12. You can lace up the skates and score goals like Steven Stamkos, which brings us to our EA NHL 12 Steven Stamkos Spotlight.
Well, take a look at 2 pretty good productive guys when the teams have the man advantage, the power play. See Stamkos most power play goals since the 08-09 season. Vanek 4th. And he's off to a good start in that area as well. He's tied for the lead with 3 power play goals now.
Brewer dumps the puck in. Sekera back. Purcell on him. Puck worked free. Gaustad supported the play for Buffalo, and away comes Gerby. Speeding through center. His pass deflected by Bergeron. Paletta with a shot, and it's deflected wide of the net. Bergeron got run into there by Gaustad, who goes 6'5" and 225. Malone with a puck. Relayed now to Stamkos. Shakes Gerby. Pass deflects. Bergeron there. Backhanding it in front. Blocked by Sekera. Loose in the slot. Stamkos couldn't get a shot away. Pass fired ahead to Nathan Gerby. And the pesky winger backhands it in.
He is just a bundle of energy out there, that Gerby. He just is on you constantly.
Sabres dump it in. Lightning wanted to get a change going on their defense, at least get Gilroy off, as Downey works along the boards, and it is chopped free to center. Billy Lano with the Red Wings for a year and a half, then moved on to Philly, and now with the Sabres, Leopold walks in, couldn't get a shot away with a reach of Hedman. Here Jones turns it around with Downey. Dominic Moore in the rush as well. Moore backhands right through the slot. Hedman walks in, fires, and it skims off the blocker of Miller and deflects to the corner. McCormick, the former member of the Avs, clears to center, and they rule that puck was knocked down with a high stick by the Lightning. Chief, let's go back to October 30th, 2008. What a night for Steven Stamkos.
It really was. His first 2 goals. At one time there, they thought that was Lecavallier's goal. But was in further review, looking at the tape, they saw that he deflected it. He was really pressing at that time. He, of course, being a big goal scorer and first overall pick. You finally get those goals, boy. It gives you a lot of relief.
Nate Thompson, Adam Hall, and Pyatt working in around that Buffalo net. They seem to work within a 10-foot radius of the Islander net quite effectively the other night. Pyatt controlling that puck, checked by Myers.
Well, that's something they're doing so well now. It started, as we pointed out, Rick, at the Islanders' last game, and now is making sure you play in their zone for a while.
Andrej Sekera, +11 last year. On that Sabre defense, the pass to Adam. Now to Pominville, shooting, and it's deflected wide. Danik centers, and right there was Connolly to intercept for the Lightning. Back he comes. Dumps it in with St. Louis taking on Grignani in that corner. Puck slips to Vanek, native of Austria, but spent a lot of his formative years in Minnesota. Played at the University of Minnesota for a year. Clark rifles the pass to Lecavalier, spinning it now to Conley, and it trailed St. Louis in the zone offside with 1:51 remaining here in the first.
Well, if you're taking a look at this period, you wanted to sum up what the play was like. Both teams had their transition games done. Both teams really never had more than one opportunity on net, and then their defense took over and they moved the puck and got it out of trouble pretty well. Lightning had a couple of times where they kept sustained pressure there, but it's been a well-played first 20 minutes, and coaches love to see those quick passes and get you out of trouble.
Ehrhoff hands it now to Stafford. Looks goal up. Roy deflects it off Guerin and out of play. Well, they say he just tipped it out himself. The faceoff's coming to center. It did not hit Matthew Guerin as Roy was cutting in toward the net.
Well, I'll tell you what, you got to really pay attention to that, and you got to make sure you get to that pass. Fox ball right now. Look at that. Just a nice little saucer pass over 3 guys' sticks. And all it did, actually it was 4 guys, because it was Roy's stick that it went off as well.
Clark guides the play in the Buffalo end. Leopold back there. Comes to Kabina, chopping it toward the net. Deflected into the chest protector of Miller as Stamkos had good position in front. Eddie Purcell sets up in the corner. Back out to Kabina. Purcell keeps it on the boards. Stamkos paired off with Leopold, allowing Malone to swing by for it. Back to Stamkos. 3 goals in his last 4 games. Under a minute to go in the period. Miller with a save on Malone. Kabina's shot snuffed out by Roy. Purcell has it. Looks for someone to give it to out in front. Matched up with Christian Ehrhoff. And Stamkos reaching, keeping that play alive, but swept it behind Kabina. Malone deflects it in. Lightning will get a change here. The clock winding down to 30 seconds to go here in the first. Rostad shoots it in. Brewer there. Will use the glass to safely play it to center. Adam Hall right on Regier. Here comes Pyatt. Pyatt trying to move it out in front, swept away by Myers. And the 21-year-old defenseman who's 6 days older than Steven Stamkos, helping the Sabres to clear. That's just about going to do it for period number 1. Stay tuned for the Buick GMC first intermission report. Guy Boucher will join Paul outside the Lightning dressing room. We'll take A look inside the new suites here at the St. Pete Times Forum. Chris Dingman joins Paul Kennedy. Chief on the telestrator with stats as well. Shots unofficially 8-7 Buffalo. No score here in the first 20 minutes. 5 text your choice to 789-789. We'll have the results of Lightning Live after the game as we get underway. Second period, Sabres zone. Ehrhoff moves Ryan Malone off the puck. Battle ensues in the corner. Steven Stamkos rifles it to the point. Gilroy, big windup, shooting, knocked down in front as Leopold and Malone went down. Gostad working it free. Gilroy gets it back.
I wonder if both of them were trying to bail out with that high shot coming from the point so it wouldn't hit him.
That'll be a scary moment there. Ehrhoff bouncing puck, trying to get it under control. They just fire it in. Edmund rolling it back to Bergeron. Chipped away by Pominville. Came over the net. Vanek had it at his feet. He'll go to the boards to pick it up. Circles, winds, fires, and it's blocked by Bergeron. Grignani down the boards. Pominville. Now with Vanek looking for Adam. Bounced the puck through. Sends it toward the net. It hit Hedman. Pominville into Vanek. Thompson bumps him down. And Thompson knocked down himself. Bergeron locates the puck. Throws it behind Tom Pyatt, and it's held in by Grignani. That pass comes out of the zone. A break for the Lightning. Of course, teams have the long change in that second period. Great to have H.H. Gregg alongside to present our high-definition coverage tonight on Sun Sports.
It's amazing when you make one little bad pass or one little misplay, how quickly the other team keeps that pressure on. And that's kind of been the story against the Sabre Hockey Club for a while now. They're very, very good at taking advantage of mistakes that you make, or crazy bounces.
Leno bumped there by Clark as he lost the puck. Conley, the only player with more than one shot in this game for either team. He has 3. Working with St. Louis and Lecavalier. They want to get set up for a session in that Buffalo zone. Kabina shooting. It's tipped on goal. Miller the save. And back comes Brad Boyes for Buffalo. Long drive handled by Guerin. He'll wait for the pressure to cover.
Well, we saw the opportunity. Kabina getting a good shot on goal. Nice and low. And the rebound. One of the few times you'll see Miller give a rebound, but very quickly you can see the Sabres getting onto it and clearing it out of the way. Here's the Foxborough. You see right there, it was a bouncing puck. He was just making sure it wasn't going in before he could control it. His defense and forwards did the rest for him.
Lecavalier against Derek Roy in the face-off. Hedman with it. Held in, though, by Roy, the veteran centerman, who missed most of last year. Only 35 games played. He had a quad injury. Kept him out. Cavalier coming off to the Lightning bench. Gingerly has Ehrhoff at center. Hooking it back into the skates of Drew Stafford. Ehrhoff watched by Steve Downey. And you get the 1-3-1 set up. Leopold from center drives it in. Hedman steps away from Stafford, sliding it ahead for Downey. That was taken over by Roy.
I think it might have hit the linesman too out there, Rick, a little bit. I think Garen Gibbs couldn't get out of the way quickly enough.
Brewer comes across for the Lightning. Blair Jones, a right-hand shot playing the left side. Ask Jones, he'll tell you, I'll play anywhere.
He doesn't care.
Did a good job getting in the lineup now on a regular basis, playing it now to Downey, poked away by Grignani, but not out.
I think he might have second thoughts if you ask him to play goal.
Pass hit Gerby in the skates. He's in a race with Marc-Andre Bergeron. Gets there, tried to center more, knocks it down. Puck still loose. Gerby speeding back for it. Well, good support around the puck for both teams throughout the first 24 minutes here, Chief.
Yeah, that's such a big factor. You've got to be able to be quick to the puck. And I know we've kind of beat it to death a little bit, you know, but the coaching staff basically saw that in the first 4 games or so, that we weren't that as quick to the puck, especially in our zone. And that's the thing that they talked about, and And the Lightning finally really started to do it on a more consistent basis the last game here, that 4-1 win over the Islanders.
Brewer steps to open ice. Miller out to play that puck. He's got a shutout streak of over 120 minutes going right now, as he last gave up a goal to Montreal in the second period of their game earlier in the week. He shut out the Panthers on Thursday. 22 saves, and he had over 40 stops in that win over the Canadiens. He was the reason they won.
Well, yeah, I was able
numbers against the Lightning.
I watched that game against Montreal. Man, I just thought maybe it was like a morning skate for the Canadiens. They're in Buffalo zone for so long.
Adam wins the faceoff. Myers around for Pominville. He'll tip it out. Goes all the way back to Guerin. Thompson reverses. Hall helped out by Brewer. Pass stolen. And trying to tuck it out in front, taken away by Hedman. Hall eases it up the boards. Hyatt with speed, getting to it to hold it in. Nice play by Tom Pyatt. Here's Pominville. Across for Vanek. His feed is deflected. Adam, a second-round pick in the 08 draft. They've got 3 players out of that draft already with Tyler Ennis, Tyler Myers, and him. Here's Purcell shooting. Save Miller, point blank. And the rebound is sent wide. Miller got his glove on that shot. Kabina lines one up. Fires, he scores! They screen Miller, and Kabina found Rome. It's 1-0 Lightning.
Well, as a unit last year, the Lightning didn't get a whole lot of offense from their D-man, but boy, they're certainly getting it here in the early part of this season. Watch Kabina walking it over and just ripping that shot. Miller did not know where that puck was. He was more to the middle of the net. Kabina went back to the short side, and it went through a maze of players. It's amazing he never touched anybody as it was going its way to the net, but Kubi picks up the goal. I'm sure it'll be his first if it is. And the Lightning go on top here at 4:51.
He becomes the 14th member of this team to score a goal this season already. In this game, number 8. St. Louis and a misplay in the Buffalo zone, trying to come up with that puck. Clark sends it back to center. Ehrhoff with it. Leno sending it in for Stafford, shooting. Blocker saved by Matthew Garon. Stamkos and Purcell pick up the assists on the goal by Kabina. Vinny Lecavalier. Odds there with Ehrhoff along the boards. Clark out for Marty St. Louis. Handing it now to Conley out in front. Lecavalier to stick lifted at just the wrong time as far as Lightning fans were concerned. Christian Ehrhoff there defensively. Roy in the slot. And it's finally flicked away by Lecavalier. Grignani back for it. Lightning trying to get a change going near the 6-minute mark. Gaustad fires it through the slot. Coletta canceled out there by Bergeron. He couldn't get to it. Patrick Coletta, Buffalo area native. Now to Gerby shooting, and it's blocked by St. Louis. Downey to fight his way to the puck. Gerby drops a broken stick. It's worked the center. Grignani couldn't slip it past Bergeron. He'll send it back through center. Haven't seen Tyler Ennis since he was sent into the net and seemed to jam his leg against the post. He played only 35 seconds in that opening period for Buffalo. Bergeron. Pass right on the tape to Moore. 3 Sabres back. Puck knocked down. Recovered now by Morris. Room to turn. Now shoot. And we've got a penalty call from Dan O'Rourke. And they're not done yet. Cody McCormick trying to get it going with Moore, a former Sabre. But they're separated with the Lightning scoring. Pavel Kabina has the Lightning on the board here in the second.
Well, the first penalty that results in a power play goes to Blair Jones for interference at 6:38. But just take a look at our Ottawa replay. What I want to show you is how the Lightning getting really good back pressure. Watch it, if the puck goes into the middle of the ice. Now watch, see, look at all the guys right here, all in the area, all 5 guys back, all back with a purpose, all ready to get that puck. And you see them stopping, they can't get anything into the slot, and they're able to move it out of trouble. That's our Ottaway replay, and that's the kind of team defense that the coaching staff's been hoping to see all night long.
As we went to break, penalty call against Blair Jones of the Lightning for interference at 6:38. Toyota power play chance for Buffalo, the first for either team in this game. Islanders had less than 3 minutes of power play time on Thursday night, and that is exactly what the Lightning coaches were looking for. Less time in the box. Buffalo in the power play coming in at 21%, top 8, but they're one of their last 11 in the previous 4 games. Lightning at 81.6% on the kill. Here comes Pominville in for Vanek, and the play's offside. 1:26 to go on the penalty.
You know what? We know that the Lightning have had struggled with Buffalo throughout the years. I wonder if with the Sabres having known that they have had such great success there, if they kind of take their play for granted. Although last year the two teams split games, each one at home and one on the road.
Lightning won the first 2 meetings, and Buffalo won the last 2 meetings of the 4-game series. Grignani shoots it in off the glass. Comes around to Hedman. He's bumped by Vanek. He's had 3 power play goals so far in the early season of their 4. Ehrhoff looks for room. Grignani in from the point. Denied there by Hedman. Back to Ehrhoff. Hyatt is out on him. Ehrhoff shooting, and it's blocked by Moore. Ehrhoff drops his stick. A break for the Lightning. 3-on-2. Short-handed. One player without a stick. Hedman cuts in. Stopped by Miller. And Hedman in the corner trying to make his play to Tom Pyatt. Ahead for Vanek. Kabina in a foot race. The Lightning get position defensively. Vanek swerves. Trying to center, and it's off Clark. He's able to clear it. 27 seconds to go in the Buffalo power play. Tyler Myers. Excellent skater for such a big man. Sabres get it in the zone. Leopold rifling it. It comes back to Myers. He shoots, and he plays this one wide. Leopold out of the corner. It's dealt by Stafford. Kabina had his stick in the right spot. Got it free. Thompson clears it out. Jones out of the box. Has Hall going to the net, but he's occupied by Myers. Stafford for Buffalo. So the Lightning killed a penalty, protecting that 1-0 lead. Just over 11 minutes to go in the second sheet.
Yeah, sorry, Rick. I was just going to say it was close to being interference by Leopold when he jumped the puck past him.
Aaron pass taken by Regier, the veteran, keeping it on the boards. Taken over by Bergeron. He's bumped in there with it. Stafford with his back to the net. Surrenders it to Hall. Lifting it out. Regier challenged by Jones. He'll lob it in. Lightning getting their line straightened out here as Stamkos' unit with Malone and Purcell come on. Gaustad on the dump. Brewer pounded in there by Gaustad. It's turned over, and the shot is fired wide. Taken by Patrick Coletta. Miller. Oh, the Lightning stealing. Quick shot is fired wide by Stamkos off the feed from Purcell out of that corner. See Purcell in there for the puck. It bounced free, and Malone tracks it down. Lays it back to Hedman. Brewer's open from the point. Sets it up. Wristing it. Glove by Miller. Stamkos hoping for the tip. Just missed.
Boy, so much more aggressive play by the Lightning, and very quick to get on the Buffalo Sabres in their zone. And that shot from the point in the last couple of games, it's really been one where they're shooting for spots, not just trying to blast away at anything. They're trying to shoot for the tip-ins. They're trying to get the puck through at all time. But take a look below him getting there. Here comes the shot right here. And I think he was trying to risk that shot. He had Stamkos in front and hoping that he could kind of direct that puck down or up farther. And he missed it.
It's fired by Lecavalier, deflected off the end glass. Adam had it pried loose by St. Louis. McCormick bumped by Clark. Kabina around to Lecavalier, shoveling it to St. Louis. Reach back to knock down the puck without seeing it. Connolly. And a swing around. Ehrhoff throws it goal mouth, and Miller deflected it away with St. Louis driving the net. That one is fired out of play by Adam. And Buffalo will be shorthanded on the delay of game penalty. The Lightning power play will try to enhance a 1-0 lead.
Their chance with the power play. As you see there, Luke Adam picking up a delay of game call at 10:25. And Just visit the numbers that we showed you at the start of the game, and you can see in the wins the difference in the goals for and against, power play, penalty kill, and face-off percentages. It's such a big difference, especially in the specialty teams series. You see the power play way more effective when you win. And that usually sometimes is just the big difference between winning and losing, is how well you play with the man advantage or disadvantage.
The actual numbers, 3 of 9 in those 2 wins over Carolina and the Islanders. For the Lightning on the power play, they get their first chance. Here's Connolly waiting in the slot. Stamkos rifles when it's blocked by Myers. Bergeron trying to get there in time, but has to take the puck at center. Buffalo, 6th best on the penalty kill at 90.5%. Lightning in the power play now at 15.4. Regier works it free, not by the rookie Connolly. Bergeron, 3 power play helpers for the Lightning. St. Louis gets it back from Bergeron. Coletta's up top on the penalty kill. Lecavalier down low, and it pinballs to Coletta. He'll clear it. Buffalo will get a change. 1:15 in the penalty.
He was trying to hit Connolly, who was situated in the slot area, but they just tipped it enough.
Luke Adam in the penalty box for that delay of game penalty. As Stamkos swerves in, connects with Malone. He scored power play goal early in the game against the Islanders the other night. Here's Lecavalier's pass, anticipated by Pominville. Out he comes with Drew Stafford on the weave. It's Stafford stopping, shooting stick, saved by Garon. I think he got that up on the handle of the stick. There's a shot off the side of the goal, and Kabina keeps the play moving. Pounded in there by Stafford. Purcell through center into the zone. Pass was tipped by Leopold, and is swept down the ice by Coletta. Maybe his deal with Lindy Ruff is, if you're not serving the penalty, we'll let you kill it.
Well, he's been a very aggressive player on the puck carry, forcing the Lightning to make plays that they don't want to do, or do things that a little sooner than they want to.
Clark knocks down the bouncing puck, sails it wide of Miller. Malone after it. He'll allow Kabina to get the shot away into the pads of Miller. He'll hang on with Coletta and Purcell jousting in front. And the penalty expiring to Adam. And Kabina says to try Mevlon for size with Regier involved.
Well, the only guy there that you get that pushing and shoving when guys are standing. Watch this save here. This is what we're talking about when Stafford takes that quick shot, and you see it goes right off the shaft of his stick. You see it, and this is the area you want to watch right there. Watch how it comes in and hits that shaft. Bang, right off there. That's our Foxborough here now. You can see it really well here. Look at right off the shaft of the stick. Talk about a game of inches, right?
That's why the sticks are that long, right, Chief?
Exactly.
Sure, that's what Matthew would say. Lightning with men coming in from the top of the circle in on that scrum around the net. The face-off brought outside the center. Thompson works against Grignani. 2005 draft pick by Buffalo. Thompson keeping him under wraps as Andre Sekera with 3 blocked shots in that first period. Handing it now to Luke Adam. Stick handled into a crowd of Lightning players, and Pyatt for the Lightning to center. They slip it back into Pominville. Throws it to open ice. Thompson getting there first. Brewer chops it up the boards. And Pyatt had a strong game against the Islanders the other night. Vanek tried to center, hit the back of the goal. That pass hit Adam. Brewer keeping it alive. And Hall got hooked as he tried to clear. His arms got hooked by Adam. Letting him play. Pominville. Pass slipping over Hedman's stick. The dangerous Vanek backhands it, sailed it over Garon. Centered by Pominville. That was blocked by Brewer. Centered in front now for Adam. Jammed on goal. Garon the save. Scramble on. Puck is loose in the goal mouth. Garon finds it. And the pileup ensues out in front of that goal mouth.
You see that play that Vanek did? He just flipped it up high over with his backhander. That's incredible. And it almost had everybody handcuffed. The only person that wasn't was Palmerville. He was ready for it. Take a look as it comes around, and you see him here and there. Look at that, right up back shot, and then it just got a little bit too high for Palmerville, and he was a little bit too much behind the net, but he didn't look surprised when that pass came up.
Now, Chief, you were pointing out before the game, this line for Buffalo has accounted for 11 of their 20 goals. They were knocking at the door a few times there. Out comes Blair Jones for the Lightning. Steps in leading it. Gilroy accounted for by Stafford. Smart play by the Milwaukee native. Moore back down the boards. Moore gets it back. Fires. Miller out to meet the shot, and he makes the save. He'll hang on. An open opportunity for Dominic Moore and the Lightning, but Miller shuts the door. It's 1-0 Lightning. Jerseys enjoying the action tonight. Well, maybe not this gentleman, a Buffalo fan, but we'd like to take the opportunity to congratulate one of our engineers, Brian Lingo. He and his wife Jenny celebrate the arrival of their third child, Max Wallace, who was born at 11:12 last night.
Yep.
He's in at 6'11", Chief.
First boy, he had 2 girls, Grace and Sadie, and now Max comes in. Look out, Max. You got older sisters. You're in for trouble.
Remember the Sun Sports family. Congratulations. Puck cleared to center. Marc-Andre Bergeron has got Boys to deal with. Falls down. Boys with a puck. He shoots. It's blocked. As helping out there was Gilroy coming across. Gilroy with it. Visiting briefly with another BU Terrier, Jim Craig. As we mentioned, he was part of the pregame festivities here. The U.S. Olympic goaltender from the Miracle on Ice in 1980. That was during the warm-up that they were visiting. Bergeron with a pass out for Downey. Ahead for Moore. Tips it back to Miller, and he will cover with plenty of blue jerseys. The Lightning using their third jerseys tonight.
This is what you talk about, you know, and Bergeron trying to get back. He stumbles, but watch Matt Gilroy get back in here and really take the play. Just stays right on him, stays with the man. Does a real nice job. And we've talked a lot about how the coaching staff has wanted Matt to get his game more simple and do the simple play. And you see that more and more, Rick, the last couple of games now. In fact, he had, I think, the most ice time of any defenseman in the last game against the Islanders. So it's starting to come around for him.
Got a lot of tools. The Hobey Baker Award winner from Boston University. Pass cut off there by Pyatt. Hands it now to Hall. Thompson's with him, and that pass deflected actually out of play and came back in. Well, it's Elmo and the Fabulous Five to the rescue, and Sesame Street Live's Elmo's Superheroes comes to the St. Pete Times Forum November 29th and 30th. It's musical fun for the whole family. You don't want to miss. Tickets start at just $12 and are available now by calling 800-745-3000 or by logging on to Ticketmaster.com.
It's amazing when you're in these very close games such as one here now, and you know, not a whole lot of shots have been taken. 29 to be exact between the two teams. But it's a game that coaches love because they're seeing such good team defense, good transition games.
Now let's have a look at the Lightning's road ahead, brought to you by Toyota.
Well, again, the Sabres are back. Not a back-to-back, but a 2-game set. Then into Nashville. Winnipeg back home here Saturday. Go to Carolina, and then in Chicago. Return to the scene of our golf tournament this summer, Rick.
Right, Chief. One of our outings. Here's Gerby trying to slip inside. Bergeron got rid of it. And out to center to Ryan Malone. Hands it over to Stamkos. He had to wait for it. Well, Chief, it would be just like those boring coaches. They would like the low-scoring game and appreciate that tight checking. And, you know, we're looking for a lot of goals and flying hits and saves and everything else.
Exactly. Big saves from goalies and that. But coaching, they don't, their hair doesn't turn gray, and they don't lose it for being happy people. They can be pretty grumpy.
Well, we've talked a lot tonight about the Lightning's game plan against a talented team like Buffalo, and We also heard on Lightning Live from Thomas Vanek. They know they don't want to trade chances with the Lightning because they recognize all the talent in the blue uniforms tonight as well. So both playing cautiously. Grignani. Just over 4 minutes to go in a rapidly moving second period. Shots 15-14 Lightning. They've had 11 scoring chances among their 15 shots. Brewer, chased by Vanek. Louis, neat spin away from Vanek, but once again support on the puck. Leopold right there, pardon me, Roy was right there. And it's St. Louis charging out. He's got Connolly and LeCavalier with him. Marty gets the pass, cuts in, pass to Connolly, and a stick lifted there by Derek Roy in the back check. LeCavalier feeding it. Connolly called for it very assertively. Out in front, shooting, and it's deflected away by Grignani. Looked like he might have a sliver on that short side to go for against Miller. St. Louis in the quick stop. Can't lose Sekera. Got it to Stafford. Buffalo peels off at a change. Victor Hedman. He pass for Stamkos stepping on. Malone is offside. Darren Gibbs blows the whistle with 3:02 to play in the second.
It's amazing to me how that Buffalo keeps coming up with these pretty good young players like Grignani. You know, he's Eddie Shore Trophy winner last year in the American Hockey League, is the best defenseman. But what I find strange is how does the defenseman start wearing 17? Usually they're double numbers or they're single numbers. I don't think I can recall a defenseman ever wearing 17. But Tommy Johnson wore 18, didn't he, with the Canadiens? Maybe, I don't know. Just an unusual number for a defenseman.
Stamkos with it. And it's deflected to center by Gerby. He was bumped there by Capina. Only got away with one.
I think he did.
Sabres chop it in.
You got it.
Duran telling Capina, you got it. He's got Paul Gostad as well as a bonus. Malone. Chased by Gerby. And a one-handed out of trouble. Shouldered by Kaleta. That's his stock and trade. Malone flips it high in the air and it comes down at center ice. Leopold with it. Steps away from Stamkos. Ehrhoff, the German native. He was happy that he was able to get back to Germany for one of the games as far as the NHL Premier Series. Buffalo starting in Helsinki, Finland, and then moving on to Berlin. They won both games against the Ducks and the Kings, and then won in Canada against the Canadiens. Finally got a U.S. win against the Panthers Thursday night.
Yeah, they've had, what, one home game since the start of the season, but they're going to be home for 5 straight after this game here.
That was their one loss. They were beaten by the Hurricanes in their home opener as Carolina scored twice shorthanded in that game. Sabres trying to hold it in two. Myers couldn't get it by Victor Hedman. Moore. Now pressured. Buffalo defense pressured by Jones, shrugged off by Miller, and he's able to cover before Downey arrives with 1:22 remaining in the period. Host your company's holiday party or treat your friends and family inside one of the newly renovated executive suites at the St. Pete Times Forum. We saw about that first intermission with Pat Duffy. Suites of all sizes and amenities are available for one-night rentals during upcoming Lightning games and Forum events. For more info, call 813-301-CLUB or visit TampaBayLightning.com.
I was up in them, Rick, that night when Steve Miller came in here and kicked off the season. They're really nice, those suites.
I would figure you'd be in a suite for that. Here's Payan out of the corner. Centers in front. It's jammed on goal by Miller. Hanging on. The Lightning say that puck's in the net. The whistle blew and play is halted as Thompson was whacking away at the post.
That's one thing I like about Thompson and Hall. They keep playing until they hear that whistle. They don't back off, and that's something that you need to have happen. Watching the puck, I don't know if he's got it completely covered or not, but he's under his skate, and you see him just trying to hold his ground. That's got to be a very difficult thing for a goalie to do when everybody's pounding at you. But he was able to do that, keep it from going completely over the line. Although when you shove the goalie and the puck in there, I don't think they count it anymore.
No. Oh, they did? with you, Chief?
They didn't care how it went in as long as it went in.
That line stays out there for the Lightning. All won the draw. Thompson knocked to the ice. A minute to go in the period as Stafford makes his way to center for Buffalo. Cabina on the forecheck prevented them from entering the zone, and it's played back by Clark into the skates of Roy. They do penetrate. Here comes Stafford. Wheeling in front. Backhand. What a pad save there by Garon. Pass back to the blue line. Leopold with it. That shot is taken wide by Stafford. Comes out to Sekera. Trying to lose Adam Hall. Circles. Roy. Stafford in front. Fronted there by Thompson. There's a shot. And it's deflected away as Leno let it go. And Hall plays it off the glass with 20 seconds to go. A couple of late chances for Buffalo here in the second.
Yeah, this Thompson line's got caught up here a little bit too long here. They've still got time to... Too many men on the ice.
Not called.
Oh, my goodness.
Right in the middle of a change, Stafford playing that puck. The officials say it's legal. That'll do it for the second period. Let's look ahead to our Buick GMC second intermission report. Pavel Kabina and Paul will talk over this game. Chris Dingman and PK also here in the upcoming intermission. Chief on the telestrator will have stats as well. The shots through 40 minutes, 17-16 Lightning, and Kabina's goal the difference in a 1-0 game through 40.
Here's my paper.
It's not coming on time, apparently.
Yeah, I have to find it everywhere.
Well, Pavel Kabina was on time in that second period, Chief, as Ryan Miller had a shutout streak going of better than 122 minutes going back 2 games to the Montreal encounter, and Lightning took care of that.
Well, you know what, Rick, when you take a look at this game, and it's a 1-0 game, basically probably your best players are on defense or by your goalies. Imagine that. And I think what we're going to show you here is some really good defensive plays by both teams' forwards coming back, but also some good saves by the goaltenders. Watch this one here. We always talk about winning the battles. Now you see Ehrhoff and Downey right here trying to battle for the puck. They're going to have support here and support here. Well, what happens is, even then you don't make the great play. Ehrhoff just throws the puck away, but guess where it is? Right on Dominic Moore's stick. But as he shoots it, look at Miller. Look at Miller right out here. He's just toned in on this puck. Lined up perfectly right here. That is just picture-perfect positioning for a goaltender. The shot comes right at him. He makes the save. No rebound on this opportunity. And the Lightning still have a 1-0 lead at that point. Thing of this, too, see right there, LeCavier takes that puck, knocks away. Good defensive play by LeCavier. Now, they come out on a 3-on-2 break with one back checker. The nice thing about it here, watch Conley. He's going to make, as we go ahead just a little bit further, he's going to make a nice little dump pass right over here to Marty as he's moving up the wing. Look at that little saucer pass. And Marty picks it up. Now he goes to the net. Very, very quickly as he comes in here. He tries to get it back. This is Derek Roy right here. Watch how he slashes the stick or just kind of taps the stick that Conley can't get to that puck. See right there. That's really good team defense. And he got back. He turned the puck over in the Lightning zone. He got back to make sure that they couldn't get a shot on goal on this one. Now the Lightning, on the other hand, we saw some big saves for Garam. None better than this one here. With seconds to go in this period, Stafford comes out of the corner. Look at this. It's one of the few times the Lightning will really give a guy this wide open shot. The backhand shot's going to come, and he's just going to hook it with his toe right here as we go along. Right there. Just gets it. Lightning, of course, getting right back there. No second shots as well. So both teams have done a good job of clearing the rebounds from the goals.
Well, our look at the highlights in the telestrator as well as the stats brought to you by your local Buick GMC dealers. The shots were 10-8 Lightning in the second. Plenty of scoring chances. Each team's power play opportunity came in that second period. Pavel Kabina's got the game's only goal. He'll start play up ice. Kaleta now with line mates offside, and he invites the dump there by Conley as his line mates tag up. Now Kabina rolling it back to Clark. Cavalier takes it. Closely checked by Gerby. Sabres get the forecheck going here in the first few seconds of the third period. Cavalier let it take it over there by Kaleta. Back for Gaustad. He's got Gerby in front trying to find him, and it skims away. Ehrhoff gave it up to Kabina. Makes his way to center. Keeps going. Lightning will change it up as Kabina made sure he went good and deep in that Buffalo zone to facilitate the changeup. Leopold sends it off the top of the glass and in deep. Hedman recovers it. Richter and Brewer playing a ton in this game. Almost 17 minutes for Hedman. Hyatt down the left side. Fires in front for Thompson. He tried to get the forehand away. Took the pass at a tough angle. Myers with it. Guy Boucher coached Tyler Myers in the Canada's team in the under-18 World Tournament. He said that where he really developed from the age of 18 to 19 was how he read plays and knew when to jump into the play and so forth. You would think a guy at his height at that age, Chief, would have been struggling with being gangly and dealing with his size, but Guy said no, the skating was very fluid at that age and he had all the elements.
Yeah, you know, you and I kept wondering about how can a guy that big, mobile, get picked, you know, 12 guys get picked before, or 11 guys rather. He could look at 12th overall pick. That's amazing. Because, you know, defense is at a premium in this league.
Stafford surrounded, bumped in there by Malone and Purcell. Regier back around for Drew Stafford. Sabre first rounder from 04. The pass to Leno. He was kept away there by Gilroy. Now turns and fires wide. Sharp Karam comes out to Sekera. Purcell right there to fire it away. Roy holds it in, breaks his stick, got it near the net. Stafford stopped in close. The pass comes out. Grignani with it. We've got Leno and Stafford flanking Matthew Garon. And Gilroy tried to take charge there. He got dumped by Gaustad. Gilroy, stick handles out of a tight spot, backhand through center. Sekera knows he's got Jones with good speed in on him. Jones got in there, but the Lightning changed up ice. And it's Grignani carrying it through center for Buffalo. Over leads Kaleta. Kabina involved there with Gaustad. Clark, his partner by his side. As Ehrhoff pinched in, good job by Jones to chop his stick away for the puck. The Lightning dump it in.
Yeah, they're using that, as we pointed out last game, that they really done a nice job of using that short pass to get out of trouble.
Dominic Moore wheels the puck in front, was stopped by Miller, reached out with his goal stick. Kabina and behind to Moore. Downey lets it go to Kabina, across to Clark. He tried to get in position to get another shot at Miller, lost the handle. Gerby cutting it and shooting, and Kabina tipped that high off the glass. Puck bounces down for Moore, passing down, he skates. Regier sends it ahead for Gerby. Steps inside on Kabina, backhands in front, tip just wide. And cutting through was Bowmanville, and he just missed. Clark playing it back to Kabina, ahead for Marty St. Louis. Knocked away by Regier at the Buffalo line. Lightning have Hedman on for the moment, and Brewer will come on now for Kabina. Here's Lecavalier. After his own pass, getting to it in the corner. Stops. Conley trying to wrap it on goal. As he fouled, he was stopped by Miller. Stafford back for Buffalo. Sends it over Hedman's shoulder. St. Louis challenged by Stafford. Roy gets there. Vanek's waiting for the pass. Penalty upcoming. And it will go against the Lightning. Hooking will be the call from Hasenfratz. And the Lightning shorthanded at 4:46 of the third.
Number 26, hooking.
St. Louis goes off.
Second power play for the Sabres. Both teams have had a power play, and both came in the second period, but the defense has done a great job, only allowing them one shot on goal each team when they had that man advantage. This is a big kill coming here now.
Crowd saw the replay. They didn't like it.
No, it's just he was really just basically holding on to, preventing the stick from going down.
Eric Roy steps off the boards. Back to Myers. Adam Hall keeping a close eye on him. There's the one-timer by Leopold. It's blocked. Hedman couldn't get it by Leopold. He's dumped by Thompson. The puck up for grabs. Billy Lano's in there, and it squirts away. Hall's stick is tied up. Thompson trying to get a hold of it. Roy has it. Walks in. Runs into a poke check from Brewer. Lano right on top of him. That's been the name of this game. Here's Myers winding, shooting, and a save by Guerin. There's no rebound there. Boy, once the puck carrier gets by one defender, there's another one right on top of him.
Not much move. This is a real blue-collar type game. It's like playing in seaweed. You just can't really get any maneuverability out there at all. But take a look. Here comes a quick shot. Nice play by Guerin, though, to hang on to that shot, make sure the Lightning get new and fresh players out.
1:20 to go in the St. Louis penalty. Adam on the draw. Tap behind the net. Clark around to Pyatt, and he doesn't waste any time. He clears it down the ice. Andre Grignani through center. Hooks it back. It's behind Pominville. Sabres will gather the troops and head up ice once again. Vanek with it. Back to Pominville. Firing sharp angle. Stopped there by Guerin. 50 seconds to go in this Toyota power play chance for Buffalo. An easy clear for the Lightning.
That's another thing when you're struggling to on a penalty kill such as the Lightning were against the Panthers is don't take any chances. Get that puck out of trouble quickly.
Sabres canceled out a couple of sticks. Thompson was all set to clear, but he couldn't. But Hall stays with it and he'll send the Sabres back. 22 seconds to go on the penalty to Marty St. Louis. Early here in this third period, the puck deflected by Hedman comes to Guerin. Got it away from Brad Boyes. It was a dangerous score acquired last February from St. Louis by Buffalo. Play held in by Myers. Back to Boyes out of that corner. Leaving it for Gaustad. Myers had vacated the point. Out of the box comes St. Louis. Lightning have killed 2 penalties in this game. And they protect a 1-0 lead with nearly 7 minutes gone in the third. Myers races to center. Off the glass, it bounces toward Guerin. Bouncing puck. Gilroy fielded it. And he's got it on his stick. Taken over by the tricky Gerby. His pass knocked out of the air. What hands by Teddy Purcell. Gets the red line. Shovels it ahead. Malone in for it. And Miller swept it away. Stamkos bumping with Gaustad, who went flying to the corner. You might see a reason why that happened if you watch the next edition of Inside the Lightning with Steven Stamkos working out in the offseason. And Gary Roberts' gym up in the Toronto area with Steve Downing. Been pumping the iron.
Really becoming a very, very strong on the skates and strong to knock off the puck. Well, you see the time remaining here in the third period. Lightning still have that 1-0 lead. You're looking at Lindy Ruff in the start of his 14th season behind the bench as the Sabres head coach. As you see there, the third longest tenured head coach, only Tony La Russa and Greg Popovich of the San Antonio Spurs have been in their same team for longer. That's a good 163 coaching changes have been made in the NHL since Lindy was named coach of the Sabres back in '97.
You know when they're starting to mention your name along with Al Arbor in terms of most games coached with one team. You've been around quite a while. And the great Al Arbor, winner of 4 Stanley Cups for the Islanders back in the 80s, was in the house here on Thursday night. Great to hear. But Conley's pass went off Cabina's stick, retrieved now by Lano. He's bumped there by Cabina. St. Louis has it. Gets it up the boards. LeCavalier there. Winning 2-on-3 with Brett Conley. Turns back. Who's coming late? Lightning were changing defensively. Joining the play now, Brewer firing. Saved by Miller. St. Louis going to duck between a pair of Sabres. Conley comes by to poke of the puck. Billy Lano with it. His pass hit Conley. And LeCavalier to St. Louis. He's alone. He shoots. Oh, he scores! 2-0 Lightning.
That's back checking that doesn't even get out of the other team's zone. Really good back pressure. Watch this. And Cavier and Conley both get on that puck very quickly. Look at this move. I don't think Swiss watches have that many moves, Rick. And I'll tell you what, he just put lining up by 2. Marty St. Louis picks up goal number 3. Look at the slow Foxborough on this one. Right, left, back left, and up top over that glove. And the Lightning have a 2-0 lead.
It'll be interesting to see what happens here with Buffalo and with the Lightning, how they handle that lead, and now the Sabres, they've been so solid defensively. They have to start taking chances. Pominville decked by Malone. Downey feeding it. Hedman shoots. Saved by Ryan Miller. And the pass comes bouncing off Brewer's stick and back to the Lightning zone. What a chance there. St. Louis third from LeCavalier and Brett Connolly at 8:30. What a play by Conley to get that started. Here comes Coletta centering. And Gilroy had his man. Adam going right to the net. Downey trying to outmaneuver Regier. Thompson right there to knock a puck loose. The pass over the stick of Gerby. Taken now by Gilroy. A fire at the center. Regier knocks it down. Out of the traffic steps Gaustad. Connolly's second assist in 8 games. You wouldn't expect him to come in here and pile up the points, Chief, and that certainly has been the case with a couple of assists and yet to get that first goal. But so many areas in little plays like that, he looks like he belongs in many ways. Here's Thompson cutting in, stopped by Myers.
You know what? He's very patient and poised defensively. When he gets the puck, he doesn't panic with it and throw it away blindly. That's what I've noticed. That was a big example over there when he knocked that pass down, and Vinny as well getting it to St. Louis. And it's a 2-0 lead.
And with that goal, he's now a +4, and that's not a token stat in his case, Chief. I think he's earned it.
I think he became a +1, didn't he?
He and Hedman both +3 coming in. At the point, Leopold wristing it, knocked down, hit Boys in the back, bounce to Kabina. He'll send it off the glass and off Leno to center. 9:27 to go in the third. The Lightning have the 2-0 lead, a 21-17 shot advantage. Clark steps up on Roy. Roy has it back. Clark shoves him off the puck again. The Lightning have gotten a little more feisty after that second goal. The hit by Malone. Clark's play there. Here's LeCavalier. Conley with him. Brett with it. Back out to LeCavalier. Sheds the check of Roy. St. Louis shooting. Miller the save. And Derek Roy has it for Buffalo.
Man, I'll tell you what, he's come up with 2 tremendous saves right now. The Lightning could have a 3-goal picture.
Dominic Moore for the Lightning, ahead for Ryan Malone. He'll pursue the dump in on Grignani. Andre Sekera throws it into open ice, but he had a player coming off the bench. It's Vanek. Brewer. Pominville challenging him. Hedman has Purcell down low, got away. Sekera shooting through a crowd, skimmed off Hedman. He was paired off with Thomas Vanek. This drive is blocked by Hedman. Hedman has kept Vanek quiet to this point. Pretty good matchup.
Well, he made a beautiful kick save on that pass. Well, let's take a look at our Ottaway replay, and that man there is the subject of our Ottaway replay. Big saves. This was just after the goal was scored. Watch how Hedman comes in, takes a quick shot, and look at Miller getting across there very, very quickly, shutting off all parts of the low part of the net. And he has just been tremendous in goal for the Sabres since the Lightning went up 2-0. He's had to be very, very sharp on a number of occasions, especially 2 that I can think of, that one being one in our Ottaway replay.
On that icing called against Tampa Bay, Guy Boucher using the Lightning timeout here, keep the troops fresh. Obviously that unit has to stay on and not taking any chances as we get close to the late stages of the third period of a hotly contested game. Had a pretty good flow. O'Rourke and Hassenfratz have only awarded 3 power play chances. There have been 5 minor penalties in the contest.
Well, Marty St. Louis had another chance here. It was good forechecking set up by Conley and LeCavalier, excuse me. Marty tried to pick the short side there, and there you see Miller. That was the other shot that I was talking about. Big play on the part of LeCave, showing that size and strength. And well, that one just looked like it hit the side of the net. I thought Miller got his right toe on it, but it might have hit the side of the net.
Moore digs in against Adam. Puck poked away by Hedman. Bouncing puck. Sekera got a stick on it. It's tapped 3 to center. Sekera will lug it up ice. Ursula waits. Vanek trying to slip through. Does. Swings through. And the goal mouth pass hit Brewer. The net dislodged as Guerin had covered the puck for a while. Now the play was blown dead as the net was dislodged. That puck hit Brewer's skate and Guerin made the stop.
Hedman picks up a delay of game call, I believe, when the net got knocked off its pipes. But let's take a look now at our diamond performance, brought to you by Ackerman Jewelers. That was the goal by Marty St. Louis and all those moves. And what better way to have that diamond performance, brought to you by Ackerman Jewelers, when we talked about having more moves than a watch.
Wow, gee.
A Swiss watch, that is.
Gunning for a free watch. No doubt.
The Lightning shorthanded for the third time, second time here in the third period.
Brewer trying to find that loose puck. It's jammed free in front. Kabina has it, gets to the forehand, hammers it off the glass and down the ice. Regnani, 24-year-old defenseman to center as Adam cutting through, lost track of it. Pominville picks it up, circles, fires, kicked out by Guerin. They feed the point. Ehrhoff is there. Regnani with it, closing in. His try was blocked by Kabina, who now ties up Vanek's side of the net. Regnani has it back. Pominville. They got Vanek parked in front of Guerin. Regnani fakes the shot. Pominville shoots. Kabina blocked it. Fired in front by Adam. It comes all the way back to Grignani. 1:08 remaining on the penalty. Jason Pominville. Grignani shooting block. Thompson finds it, and he's able to get it out, and they'll get a change.
Well, those things sting because they normally hit you at the side of your pad or on your ankle, where you don't really have a whole lot of padding.
Myers for Buffalo. His pass hit Gilroy, bounced away. Kirby gets to that loose puck and back to Myers. To Stafford. Encounters Gilroy, knocked it free. Good skating by Gilroy, breaks away from the pack. He'll push it down the ice. 30 seconds to go on the Buffalo power play chance. Their third. Lightning have had one. Myers into the zone, dropping it off. Stafford. Followed by Stamkos. He and Malone are on. Derek Roy fires, and it's off Clark. Bounced away and picked up by Malone. Stamkos with him. Malone cutting in on the backhand. Goes forehand. Saved by Miller. Loose puck in front. The whistle blew as Hasenfratz lost track of it, apparently, or lost sight of it, and blew the play dead, though it looked like it was visible from this side. Only 4 seconds remaining in Hedman's call.
Nice play, but as you see that Malone coming down on that 2-on-1, the Lightning have been very, very solid. That Malone trying to chip it up underneath the arm of Miller. He and Miller were teammates on that U.S. Olympic squad. Maybe Budson doing something in practice against Miller.
Well, Hedman's out of the box. Lightning get the job done, killing the penalty. Under 6 minutes to go in the third with Tampa Bay in front 2-0. Kabina and St. Louis have scored the Lightning goal. Stamkos lifts the puck out of play. No delay of game penalty there, but we will take a break. The shot's 23-19 Lightning. They've got the 2-0 edge.
Two 2-0 the Lightning lead. Kabina getting the lead goal. Marty St. Louis picking up a goal here at 8:30 in the third period to give the Lightning that 2-goal cushion. And just over 5.5 minutes remaining here in third period. But I think when you see this Lightning team, you know, now they're drawing on the playoff experience, Rick. That work ethic as well as that experience and patience.
Now LeCavalier out on this big face-off. Tried to pull it back. Paletta wins it. Turned it over to Downey. Ahead for Marty St. Louis. Chased by Sekera. The pass for LeCavalier just knocked away by Grignani. Billy Leno back for Buffalo. Swings to open ice. On the backhand, his try is tipped by Bergeron behind the net. Sekera down low now. Buffalo moving their defense down. Down a couple of goals. It's Bergeron who steps away with a puck. And he'll bounce it down the ice. This will be an icing call against the Lightning. Let's revisit our Ottawa poll question. Who's the best player in Sabres history? Well, the Lightning have a connection there with Dave Andreychuk, a possibility at TB1. Third in goals, second in assists, second in points in Sabre history. Gilbert Perreault, TB2. Pat LaFontaine, TB3. Phil Housley, TB4. Dominic Hasek, TB5. We'll have the results on Lightning Live, 789-789. We're to text your choice. Myers' shot deflected off Bergeron and wide. Bergeron gets it free. The Cavalier right there. St. Louis had it taken away. Adam Fan of the shot. Gilroy poked it away. Cavalier back after it. Bumped by Vanek. Luke Adam kept it alive. Myers wants it, gets it, missed the net. Vanek takes it. Double team, puck left. LeCavalier with it. This group is really tired at this point, having survived an icing call. Here's Downey 2-on-1 with St. Louis. Feeding it. Marty shooting it. Miller right there. He knew where that pass was going. Puck tap free at center. Downey goes for the hit against Grignani. Vanek in for Pominville. Christian Ehrhoff with the shot. It was blocked. A strong play by Hedman. Ahead for Stamkos, deflecting it in.
Well, that defense has just been so solid tonight. You know, even Bergeron and Gilroy played really, really well. And that's something that they could sure use. Another really tough defensive pairing out there.
Clark clears that puck. It ends up in the Buffalo end. Ryan Malone been very active throughout this contest. Eric Roy slips through center. Cutting in, winding, and shooting. Blockered away by Guerin. Clark a clear path to that puck. Slides it off Moore's stick. It ends up down the ice. We'll get an icing call. 3:31 to go in the third.
Well, let's take a look at tonight's freeze cam. And you've heard coaches say, well, this guy has a good stick. This is a great example of it. The Lightning doing a tremendous job, especially the defense, are using their sticks to poke check the puck away, to block shots. There you see one right there by Kavina. And that is our Coors Light freeze cam, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. But tremendous play on the part of the Lightning defense. Here's another one. The left on Bugsy Malone.
And that shot nearly rode up the stick near his face, but he made the block. Play continues in the Lightning zone. Sekera's there. Gonna outmaneuver Malone. He counters Clark. That shot sailed into a couple of bodies in front. Roy handing it off down to Leopold with a shot. A save by Guerin. With the puck, the Lightning are easing it down the ice, but they're going to be held out there again on an icing call. And this crowd of 19,204 on the edge of its seats with under 3 minutes to go in the third. For in-depth coverage of tonight's game, pick up tomorrow's St. Petersburg Times, the official newspaper of the Tampa Bay Lightning and their fans. To subscribe, call 877 The Times or visit tampabay.com. Lightning's wins last year in this series, 2-1 in Buffalo, 3-1 here in December as that puck came loose. It was shot by Leno after the whistle. This is another tight checking affair here at the St. Pete Times Forum, where Buffalo has really held forth here since the lockout. They've won 10 of the 12 meetings in this building. Andy Ruff's team on the short end of a 2-0 score right now. Big face-off coming up in Hall. The Lightning were finally able to get fresh people on. They go against Gaustad, each team's best face-off man, Dooley. Gaustad pulls it back. From the point, Ehrhoff shooting it. It's over the net. It's centered off the side of the goal now by Stafford. Out in front. That try was blocked. Lightning closing ranks in front of Guerin. Leno shoved to the boards by Brewer, and it's chipped out by Tom Pyatt. And a hand pass called against the Sabres with 2:27 remaining. This week it's a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader. The Bears and the Bucks from London in America's Game of the Week as the Packers and the Vikings go at it. And our coverage begins this week with a Built Ford Tough Fox NFL Sunday pregame show at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. Check your local listings for the game in your area. Pretty good ones right there. Hedman angles it out of the reach at St. Louis. Lightning would love to spend a little time in the Buffalo end. Luke Adams held up. Good play by LeCavalier, standing him up on the line. Here's Dominic Moore, and it's swept off his stick by Sekera into the Buffalo bench.
Yeah, they've done a really good job at defending that blue line. And it really, really helps. Boy, it makes every one of your defensemen look like all-stars when you got those forwards coming back and helping you out. And the Lightning have done that really well tonight.
Linesman Derek Amell set to drop the puck. Moore and Pominville dig in. Moore controls. Hedman playing it now to St. Louis. Couldn't get it behind Big Myers. Christian Ehrhoff averages better than 25 minutes a game. He'll be up at that level. Now is going to the bench. It's Ryan Miller with 1:53 remaining. The Sabres are down a couple of goals. 6 skaters on. An empty net behind them. They win the puck. The shot by Adam missed the net. Vanek lurking. Side of the goal. Couldn't center. Pominville to Myers. Pominville keeps it down low. Hedman gets position. St. Louis along the boards is checked. Myers trying to corral the puck. Taken away by Hedman. Hedman busting away to an empty net. Victor Hedman scores!
Boy, getting on that puck. We talked about how you want to be aggressive to the puck, and once the puck come up, Victor gets it out of trouble to Marty St. Louis. But look at how he gets to that puck and he just takes that play away. And Pominville knew that he was not going to be able to catch him or even stop that big guy, and he gets goal number 2. And the Lightning get a 3-goal cushion with about 1:20 to go.
Well, they're back in net. Victor Hedman. How appropriate with how assertive he has been with his play through the first 8 games of this season. He just took charge. Leopold alone checking. Rostad wings it rink wide. Jones will just dump it inside the Buffalo line with 1 minute to go. Rostad out to center. Tips it off the linesman. Coletta has to hold up. Jordan Leopold. Now with Gaustad tipping it in. Cabina back for it. Marty St. Louis gets the only assist on the empty netter by Victor. As Chief mentioned, his 2nd goal. And both have come in this 3-game homestand. Sekera tips the puck into the zone. Cabina started the scoring. Roy spins off a check. With it now, it's Leno trying to tuck it out in front. Could not. Malone finds the puck with 17 seconds remaining. And it rolls down the ice. Miller after it. Ahead for Leno. Connolly will finish this game. Block that centering pass. And what a game he's played. 3-on-1 for the Lightning. Connolly cutting in. Shoots. Saved by Miller as time expires. And the Tampa Bay Lightning celebrate a 3-0 shutout for Matthew Garon, number 20 on the career of Matthew Garon, and his first since November 20th, 2010. As he shut out San Jose with Columbus last year. Let's have a look at our 3 stars brought to you by Steak and Shake.
Well, it's hard to get a shutout of this league. Garon, the first star. Cabina and the defense were outstanding. I gave him because he got the game-winning goal. Eric Brewer, it's a toss-up between him, Hedman, Gilroy, Bergeron. They all played really great, but Brewer gets the nod as the 3rd star.
A team effort, certainly. Dwayne Rollison congratulating Guerin as the Lightning step it up from an impressive effort Thursday. They look even sharper tonight. And they pull their record to 3-3-2 after 8. Lightning Live coming up next.